about Venus Mahadasha. So in fact, somebody requested me to do a video on Venus Mahadasha. So which is very interesting and important dasha to talk about. So Venus Mahadasha actually it spans around 20 years. It is the biggest and lengthiest dasha of in out of all 9 planets. So it is important that Venus to be positioned very well in the natal chart with respect to divisional charts and Shadbala to see promising results, because Venus plays a key role in any individual's life. So Venus is significator for key aspects of life. Venus is significator for spouse, love, emotions, relationships, luxury, lavish things, enjoyment, vehicles, money, worship, addictions. So there are many things, actually good things Venus is known for. So, and also I would like to mention Lord Mahavishnu. He has incarnations, like sun is known as for Rama avatar, and moon is known for Krishna avatar, and Mercury is known for Buddha avatar, and like Venus is known as Parashuram avatar. So who is Parashuram? So Parashuram actually, in fact, he was a Brahmin of Rajasic nature. So usually Brahmins are a very, very kind, generous and soft nature. In contrast, Parashuram actually very important, one of the important sages, known as one of the Saptarshis, who has this Rajasic, kingly nature, still being a Brahmin. So that's what Venus is. So Venus is also known as god of demons, teacher of guru of demons. So he's a bitter enemy to planet Jupiter. So coming to Venus Mahadasha, now we understand what is Venus and the source energy of Venus also. Okay. Now coming to Venus Mahadasha. So Venus Mahadasha is a very important game-changing dasha for any individual. If any individual runs Venus Mahadasha at right point of time. So when we talk about any planet, any dasha, it is important that we see that that particular dasha is activated at right point of time. Else the results that we talk about, they are not of much significant. Because if we talk about a person who is running Venus Mahadasha at the age of 65, 70, so what is the use? What would Venus do at the age of 65 years? Because Venus is a primary significator for many things that everybody needs, experiences in their young and middle age. Everybody wants to get married, so Venus is Karaka for marriage. Venus is for beauty, luxuries. Venus is for all lavish things, all indulgences, addictions. So what I say is, for anyone to have a successful Venus Mahadasha, there are some preconditions. Okay, the dignity of Venus should be good in Shadbala. That is one point. Because we need to see just not the Rashi or Navamsha, we need to see the strength of any planet in Shadbala to say, to conclude, if that particular planet dasha, or if the particular planet can really bring good results and help the native to raise successfully in his life. Because Venus actually is a significator for many aspects. So in every walk of life, we want that Venus energy. A Venusian person, like who has a strong Venus in his chart, for him, life is a happening thing every day, every minute. What happens, if Venus is afflicted with malefics, or Venus is in combust? So a afflicted, debilitated or combust Venus can cause a lot of trouble to individual when Venus Mahadasha is running. If Venus owns, fifth house, then lack of children. Venus owns, suppose Venus is debilitated in first house, then lack of good personality, devoid of happiness, luxuries. If Venus is debilitated in seventh house, or Venus is combust in seventh house, then it is very very difficult to get married. It create problems even after marriage also. So very good position of Venus is essential for anyone to raise in life, especially if they run Venus Mahadasha in their life at right point of time. So in my experience, Venus actually doesn't do well for Aries and Leo ascendants, because for Aries he becomes Ubhay Maraka, so he becomes Maraka being the second lord and seventh lord. Wherever the Venus is positioned, so that particular aspect of life actually can be in trouble. So people who actually who are Aries ascendants or Leo ascendants, they need to remediate the negative energy of Venus, so that it will not cause any trouble to them. For Leo also, Venus owns two houses. One is third house and 10th house. So if we understand the actual nature of Venus, so Venus gets exalted in Pisces. So Pisces is known as a deep water sign, and it is because it's a natural 12th house from Aries. It represents subconscious mind, bed pleasures, charity, sacrifice, hidden things, addictions, womanizing, drugs, addicted to drugs. So all these things come into 12th house. So Venus gets exalted in Pisces means you can understand why Venus attains highest dignity in Pisces. Because Venus is a pleasure seeker who gives pleasure. Venus means entertainment, creativity, arts. And the same Venus, he gets debilitated in Virgo. Why? Because Virgo is a sixth house from Mesha. That is one thing. Because sixth house is usually a malefic house, Dustana house, which is known for sufferings and negative things. So Venus is actually not known for that. Venus always wants to explore life, enjoy, entertain. And also Virgo is one of the earthy signs. So usually Venus is in a planet of emotions, love, romance. So on a ground reality, Venus actually fails to perform well. That's why Venus is debilitated in Virgo. Because Virgo is known for hard working, hardships, adversities. Because it is ruled by Mercury and it's an earthy sign, deep analytical thinking. So Venus actually stay away from all these things. That's why Venus is not comfortable in Virgo. So in my experience, what I have observed is, even though Venus is not in good dignity, if Venus aspects benefic aspect of Jupiter, then still Venus actually gave very good results for them. I have seen many charts. So either in Navamsha or Dashamsha, or if you talk about Navamsha, if Venus has some association with Jupiter, suppose Venus receives benefic aspect of Jupiter, then even a malefic Venus cannot harm the individual. He can at least give moderate results. Because Venus is known for all material pleasures, so there should be a control There should be someone who is controlling that. Because what happens is, these materialistic pleasures, when a person get used to these pleasures, so what happens is, at some point of time they become addicted and they can't give up. It becomes a habit for them. And these addictions actually they grow over a period of time as people mature. So benefit aspect of Jupiter on Venus definitely controls negative energies of Venus and makes a person a balanced person. And Venus is also one of the prominent planets that could boost longevity of an individual. The reason being, the Mrutyunjay mantra, which is capable of securing one's life, was invented by Shukracharya, which is the planet Venus. So the good placement of Venus in Rashi as well as divisional charts and in Shadbala, it is essential for any person to raise in life. That's why it is said in Vedic astrology in many texts. If you refer to old books, Broj Jataka, Jataka Parijata, if any of the two planets, Venus or Jupiter, they are in Kendra, mean 1, 4, 7, and 10 houses, then they are capable of removing 100 sins. That's the power of Venus. If he is in Kendra, it is a very good blessing. And in divisional chart, if Venus gets exalted, then it's also a blessing. If any planet like Saturn, Mars, Rahu, if they cause maraka for an individual in a particular dasha, if they strengthen their Venus, that's it. They can't cause maraka to an individual. So Venus has such a power. So Venus Mahadasha, if Venus is very well positioned, that will give everything. All the objectives of an individual can be fulfilled if Venus is in good dignity in a chart. That's the power of Venus Mahadasha, because it's a 20-year Mahadasha. It can dictate one's life in either way. If Venus is not in good dignity, then it will cause a long-term suffering, a business loss, financial loss, being cheated by a spouse, lack of enjoyment, lack of happiness, devoid of luxuries. So the good position of Venus is very, very important for a person to raise in life. So friends, this is my analysis about Venus Mahadasha. If you like the video, please click on like button and also subscribe to my video. Thank you very much.